So, Jai Enroll, my name is Adishetta, as I mentioned. Currently, today, my topic I am going to take about how many of you guys here used ChatGPT before? So, what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is also an AI function, AI, an artificial intelligence, of course. So, but this is not a regular artificial intelligence. This is a language model, which means that ChatGPT can only speak. It does not it does not recognize pictures. It does not hear sound, or it cannot produce any image out. Instead, it can only produce text output. So that specific AI is called as a language model. Language model is like it mimics the human conversation. It talks like a human to us. Okay. And machine talking to a human like a human. That is what a language model is. Okay. So as the third point really says, it is a part of machine learning and data mining. Machine learning, I said it before, a machine which tries to learn with a given data set and mimic human mindset. Okay. What is data mining? Data mining is that when the data mining is that how the data flows, or the data that is being extracted from the internet, and the raw data that is being extracted from the internet and giving out a meaningful output. The simple words that, for example, let's just say Dikshita 24 F, Sasikumar 23 M, the name, the age, and gender. But how can this be converted to a meaningful sentence? Can anyone understand how these three things can be converted to a meaningful sentence? In reality, the data transfer is like this, like an Excel sheet. Okay, name, the value associated with it, and some other value associated. This is how in real life data is being flown through every server, every network. Okay, but on how the data is extracted from there and how the data is made in such a way that it is in a human readable form is called as data mining. Okay, this is in layman term of how what is data. So the futures of ChatGPT. What is the future of ChatGPT? Of course, I said it before. Mimic a human conversation, debug computer programs, compose music, etc. So this is what are these are the futures of ChatGPT. Okay. So there are also some limitations for ChatGPT. That is, it is as a limited knowledge up to September 2021. The first point is given as a warning in the main ChatGPT menu itself that it has a limited knowledge after the events that happened after September 2021. Sometimes it gives inaccurate results. If you guys use enough ChatGPT, you will know, especially for a programming problem, it gives inaccurate results or complex answers. When the program can be easily solved, it involves some complex algorithms along with it. So these are all the limitations. So to understand what ChatGPT is, I have made a sample conversation with this. You will see that.
Like user, hi, AI, hello, how can I assist you today? User, okay, I know you need me to log in to use your services, right? AI, no, you do not need to log in to use my services. As an AI language model, I'm here and I'm here to provide information and assist with various questions or tasks you may have. Feel free to ask your question or let me know how can I help you. And I will do my best to assist you without requiring any login or personal information.
Okay, fine. If you read the whole transcript, it will take too long. I will go to the next. Everyone, can you understand? The first page of this transcript is really simple. I'm saying hi, and the AI is saying hello to me back, and I am asking a question that I am required to log in order to use your services, which is true. Okay, in ChatGPT, if you open ChatGPT right now, you need to log in via your Google account or your email ID in order to use the ChatGPT service. But of course, it says no. I don't know why it says no, but it is required. Okay, this is the whole thing of the first page. So I have made some conversation, and then I asked about the AI to tell about myself, which is like a dilemma question. Dilemma question. So in the next page of the transcript, so I'm asking the next question that so you don't know what I asked in the 7 days, which I have been talking to the ChatGPT for more than a month now. So I asked the question. So you don't know what I have been talking with you for the last 7 days, and the AI replies in such a way that yes, that's correct. I don't know what you have been talking to me for the 7 days. Each conversation is separated, and it is because we need to prioritize your privacy and data security. So I ask a question. So you are a learning model, right? So when I ask a question and you answer, what do you generally learn? So in this place, you need to see something very clearly. I have marked it in bold. When you ask a question and I provide a response, the model applies to the knowledge it has learned from its training to generate a relevant and coherent answer. When you see this, is it reminding of something we have seen before? As I said earlier before, in deep learning model, the data which is given as input is validated and made it into data learning process. The same thing is applied here. When the user asks the question to AI and it provides an answer, it marks it as when you give the reply for the answer that has been given by the AI as in a positive way, it marks it in such a way that it is a correct answer. Okay. So when the next time when another person asks the same question, it will give the same or almost same answer to the next person. This is how an AI is generated. So I asked her, how have you been trained? The last page of the transcript. And it said, I have been trained on a mixture of licensed data and data created by human traders and publicly available data. This words is very important because trained by a mixture of licensed data created by human traders, publicly available data. Why these three words are very important is that I will show you the next slide. This is the end of conversation. Please note down these three things: mixture of licensed data created by human trainers and publicly available data. And due to the since the AI claims to each session a separate session and data stored not stored, but it stores a pattern to the model. This makes the AI to create a digital sketch about human behavior. So here we need to think about one thing, and that is how the AI thinks like a human. Whenever you ask a question and the AI replies back to you, and how you react, the reaction by the human being determines how the AI will grow. Okay. So in this case, when I ask a question and replies to me, and when I reply back to it in a positive manner, it stores it as a correct answer and adds it to the data model. So by this way, when it is met with, let's just say, 1 lakh human beings interaction, it can easily create a digital sketch about a human behavior, how humans will behave at any point of time. This is how an AI grows. By interacting with it, it learns each and everything, and thus it makes it easier for the AI to create a digital sketch about human behavior. So, since the data is being trained with the licensed data word, you should note it down. Licensed data comes, you know where licensed data is coming from. So, what is generally a licensed data is that a data which is being held up by a company, a private company, for example, copyrighted information, you can say. So these licensed data are nothing but our cookies, which we are using in mobile, right? Whenever you visit a website, for example, Amazon, Flipkart, whatever it is, the cookies are being saved in their server, and this is the data that has been given as input for ChatGPT. And due to the highly availability of such data, there is no need to collect a single person's data explicitly, but the high availability of these data is more than enough for the AI to create a digital sketch about a human being. Now the challenges come. Before we move to the challenge, let me show you some current real happenings on how this AI affects human beings. This happened on 29th March. Indian court used ChatGPT on criminal cases. Court is a place where the justice should be served for the victim, right? And in this place, the human judge who's to give the judgment for the verdict for the case is referring a machine's idea on what to give as the verdict. So this is one of the real life examples on how ChatGPT affects the human lives. Next, this happened almost on June 8th, that is last month. Lawyer used ChatGPT in court and cited fake cases. Okay, this is another thing that happened last month. This is now a hot topic that is being going on in Hollywood. You guys must have read it. Like screenwriters are complaining that ChatGPT is taking over their screenwriting skills and plagiarizing their own work. This is now currently happening. And most importantly, ChatGPT and IT sectors. So these are the challenges that are being currently faced by human beings. That is, as far as I have shown you and the slide right now, human well-being. Human well-being is being challenged. In the browser I have showed you, the screenwriters are protesting for their recognition. So that comes at a human well-being. Because, for example, you are a screenwriter, or you have just found out that some non-human is writing better than you. What will you do? You won't give up, right? So the well-being of human is now at stake of ChatGPT. Responsible. As the ChatGPT answers every question, human beings start to get a lethargicness that whatever, if you are in a problem, we'll ask AI. So that makes the responsibility of humans less. Privacy. As I said before, the data from million people around the world are collected and used as a training model for a AI. So the real question right now is the privacy of your data. Is your data design? Design is like now more and more companies and more sectors prefer AI because it does the work without requiring any salary. It does it without complaining about anything. So the design is now another challenge that is being the change of design in upcoming growing sectors of our country and our world. Governance and oversight. When you implement AI in every aspect of life, you start to lose your own, let's just say, your own identity and start to live by the AI's governance. And next, finally, is the human AI interaction. Human AI interaction is that, as I showed you, one of the important things. This is the one thing. Human AI interaction. The AI is being consulted for an ethical question, in which the ethical questions, whatever the ethical questions that are being faced, it should be answered by a human and not by a machine. Only when an ethical question is answered by a human, the judgment, whatever comes from uh, the judgment, whatever comes, will be correct and meaningful. If a machine is led to answer an ethical question of AI, ethical question, then however the answer may be perfect, it won't be manly or it won't look human. That's the point of this final point. That is the human AI. So, for any doubts, the challenges that are being faced, you guys have any doubts in the challenges? Because I personally believe that if the question is being asked in GD, in our SSB, I believe that the questions won't be like how the technology is being implemented. The question will be the challenges that are being faced by humans and AI. So, in this part, if you have any doubt, please do tell me right now. So, the conclusion is really simple. AI is the main reason why this topic is a bit harder for me to even say is one, it's not my field of specialty, and two, is that AI is more associated with human laws and ethics. Only two fields in IT are associated with human laws and ethics. One is AI, and second is ethical hacking. Only these two fields in information technologies department is associated with ethics and moral laws. So you guys really must understand AI is a subject that is associated with ethics and moral laws. So even though AI and ChatGPT makes our life easier, we should also keep in mind at where we are using it. You can use it in a place where you are having a doubt in a programming language, or you're having a doubt in your department subject. You can ask it, and you can find the best answer there. But you can't ask the question like you can't ask a question about human feeling to a machine, because at the end of the day, machine doesn't have feeling. It generates an answer which it has learned from its training data set. It may be correct, it may not be correct. It may be suitable for you, it may not be suitable for you. So, what is the question you are asking? Very important. Since and another one thing is, since the dawn of AI, artificial intelligence technology, every day the artificial intelligence is learning new things that we feed into them. So, in order to have a positive output, the more positive or more happy data that is being fed into the let's just say into the machine, brings out a more happy output. If you guys understand what I say, is like the more and more good things we spread, the more and more good things others also get. Something like that. Even though it is not entirely possible, we can at least try to do it. So a possible solution for all these challenges, that is the ChatGPT as well as AI, is a strict enforcement on where AI and ChatGPT should be. AI should be used. ChatGPT is just a product, but AI is the main term. Okay, so the AI should be deployed only on the places it should be allowed to deploy. Like you can deploy it on a IT field, you can deploy it on a learning, teaching, but you can't deploy it on medical, law and order, and other crucial things, because these are the things require human touch and not machine touch. Okay, that's what I have mentioned in the second point. By making strict protocols, humans or by humans, on where to use AI makes a great difference in the prosperity of our humans. So that's all. If you guys have any doubt.